Is it saying that we're live yet? We're live? Okay. Hey, everybody, it's Rollie and Mélyssa.
Hi.
And so today we're going to be doing things a little different with Chatting with Wisdom. And so we've got Libby behind the camera, who's our videographer, and we're going to see her a little later when I take over the camera. But we are outside of the barn, and so we may lose a little bit of connection as we're going through the barn as Melyssa's talking. And so this Chatting with Wisdom is a little bit different. So I'm going to let Mélyssa introduce herself, and then we're going to go around and we're going to continue to have chats.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Rollie. So my name is Melyssa Leveille. I'm the owner and founder of Earthside Acres, and what I offer is equine assisted learning services for women who experience anxiety, depression, or life challenges. So welcome.
So now we're going to go through the barn, and so we have Nolan, who's going to be one of our demonstrators as Melissa is showing us how to do things, and we've also got Mehmed, who is behind the camera as well, and so she's going to be coming in, and they're gonna do stuff. Melissa's give them instructions as to what to do, but first we're gonna go and have a look in the barn and see what's happening inside the barn.
Awesome.
And I'll see those horses. And then
the
horse. And then the dog. And the dog. Okay. So here's the dog and the cat. Okay, so it looks like we're still live, but we lost connection for a second. So I was just saying that this here is cut off. But we will get there's our dog who's going to go over again in a second. And so here's
I do offer one-on-one private sessions on the program or membership is a 1 hour session weekly. The women's program, obviously, that's a 12-week program that I run. And the corporate team building workshops that I can do for businesses that want to work their team into team building. So that's about half a day workshop. And then this summer, I'm offering some summer camps. So I have number 1 is July 5th, 6th, 7, and July 12, 13, 14 is camp, the second camp. And then I do the toddler as well. So the toddler with an adult gets to come experience for a session weekly for 4 weeks, and then they get to learn the basics of horses and ponies and brush and get to learn how to lead properly. And so it's all fun and learning. Yeah, so these are things. People ask why horses is another animal.
So as the achievement board that Melissa was talking about earlier didn't get cut off during this time. So she was talking about, so somebody has put something in the trunk and they were here last time back. Okay, so Libby's going to take over the camera.
Go.
Careful. Videographer.
Awesome. So yeah, so I was saying, yes, so I was saying why horses, so why I chose to work with horses. So I've been horses around pretty much mostly all my life, and they've always been there for me for life challenges and going through personal struggles. And I just really wanted to offer this to the community, which is then why I decided to get a facilitating certification for equine assisted learning and then offer that to the community.
So one of the things that we keep talking about the community. So what community are you in? Obviously, I was able to drive to where you are.
Yes.
So what community? Where is that for people? Because we have people all around the world that actually follow with my channel. So
awesome. So yeah, so I'm in Earlton, but I have clients coming from Cobalt, Haileybury. So I service pretty much from Crooked Lake, I'd say, to Cobalt. So, and I've even had people from Timmins contact me for sessions. So really depends on the person and what they're looking for. So yeah, so I pretty much service this whole area.
So one of the things that I know from having conversations with you previously is that you've got something kind of really cool that you're planning in terms of a workshop this summer.
Yes, so this workshop, this summer, sorry, I'm organizing a workshop with a lady from North Bay who's a yoga teacher. So this workshop is pretty much going to be like self-care. So we're going to do morning of meditation and yoga. We're going to do, of course, some equine assisted learning, a period of that, and then we finish off with making our own bouquet. So that's how we're going to kind of go throughout the day, and it's going to be a lot of self-care, a lot of bonding with other like-hearted women. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that weekend.
That's really cool. Okay, well, we did have a little friend behind us, but apparently our little friend has disappeared.
The horse disappeared.
Okay, so Libby, can you just show the horses?
Yeah.
Can we go down that way?
Yeah.
So here's the dog right here.
We have Randy. Very quiet.
So not too far, Libby, because otherwise we're not going to be able to hear Mélyssa.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so this is Randy. He was actually my pony when I was a kid. So he's 28, but still has a lot of time to go. So he's enjoying retirement.
Yeah. The big horse that I got to teach with. I forgot her name already.
So this is nice. You like the mirror.
Oh, gentle.
So gentle. So he can't see from that left side.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, so we have to be careful.
He's
So
kind of blinded.
Can't see from that side.
Yeah, that's why it hit me.
That is why he hit you, Nolan, because he was trying to come up. Yeah.
Oh, I know there's fun.
That was the eye and then like going the
Yeah, so this is nice. He's my big guy, so I use him for. I have a teen that loves to use him. She wants to use him all the time. So they've created a really good bond together. They've seen each other for about 6 months now. So he's really good with her. So he's really good. And he's about 15 years old.
There is that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's Ava. Eh? You had Ava when you came, right? Yeah.
So let's go and we want to go meet up with some of our other little friends. I guess they're not little friends. They're kind of big friends.
So we have to be careful so that Ava doesn't find. So that I took in November. Pretty close to 100%. I wouldn't say she's 100% yet, but I use her for my program. She loves people and a big sweetheart. And this is Ava.
It's okay. Let's slow. She's just coming to see. See? There you go.
So Ava's my main girl. She's my first horse. So she's the one I started my. She's my go-to
And she was very quick to respond when he stopped.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So like very quick.
Yeah. Ava is she's pretty amazing.
So she's been braided since I was here last.
Yes. Yes, my program this weekend braided her hair. They all had baths. So Ava got a bath yesterday. Tonight Randy got a bath. Yeah, and then I have 3 more to go. 3 more to do.
Ow.
Yeah.
Careful. They've got big feet.
They're heavy.
Yeah, they're big. You can't. Don't go behind. Go in the front. Yeah, don't go too front.
So this is perfect that we've got little demonstrators that are actually showing how
Yeah.
calm and gentle they are. Because that's really helpful as well. Really warm, eh?
Why do you think she's warm?
Because it has long fur. And it's very hot.
It's very hot.
Exactly,
Exactly.
love it.
Good job, Nolan. So where do you want to? Where do you want to head
So we
next?
can go around. I'll go show you where I do the obstacles and where
Oh
I
yeah, remember that.
I do most of my sessions. So I keep the front pasture all set up for my programs because I run programs weekly.
All the horses are eating right
I know, eh? Maybe
now.
we'll go get.
One of them is
actually,
gonna go back.
we have the buddies. They're probably in the front. Yeah. So I have all the obstacles set up, and every week my obstacles change. Oop. My obstacles
I know
change.
that kind of dog. That's a dog, kind of like a horse. But it's like a dog full of people.
A what?
Dog full of people have
Oh, okay.
Like a dog sled dog? Those are usually huskies.
Yeah, so every week I change my obstacles up depending on the theme that we're working on. So every week I have a different theme.
I'm not getting.
Some weeks it's communication, some weeks it's team building, some week is nonverbal. So it's a very quiet session. There's no talking. So yeah, so my obstacles vary from week to week, but in general they work for what the theme of the week is.
Hey, Knight. Knight's coming over.
Knight's gonna participate.
Here's one of the buddies.
So this is Big Buddy. And this is Little Buddy having some salt.
Oh.
Ew, careful.
Back, Knight.
Pressure.
So Knight stepped on Libby's shoe.
Yeah, I'm not getting these too sturdy because they're very new. They're new.
Okay, let's go this way.
Libby, go stand over by my mare.
Oh my god. No.
No. There we go.
So you're talking about the horses being nice. So why are you telling the horses to be nice?
So when horses go nose to nose, sometimes they'll squeal or they'll like Randy does that. My older guy, he'll like nip at the other horse. So sometimes I just remind him to be nice. Awesome. Are we ready to go on the other side? Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, I just called that one Buddy, but I was actually talking to Knight because like Buddy is just like one of those general names.
Yeah, so these are the obstacles. I always have about 5 to 6 obstacles set up. And they each have a card, so I don't have cards today, but in general, when I do a program or a session, there's cards, and you have to work with your team and the horse by reading the card and having ideas and brainstorming on what to be done. So those are the challenges. If I see
I know. If I see that it's going to be easy for the clients, then I'll add some more challenges to their obstacles.
So, and one of the things, just so that you know, is that we have Libby's, Nolan and Libby's mom is watching. And so Nolan and Libby, Mama braided the horse's hair. Just so you guys know.
Mom braided?
She did. She braided Ava's hair.
Oh, yeah. My mom's really good at hair, though.
Is she?
Yeah. Very good.
Okay, are you guys ready to try?
You want to try?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So,
already know how.
Okay, you have to listen
I
though.
already know all the process.
But you still need to listen to the instructions.
I think it's like a jelly.
So if you're noticing, Libby or Mélyssa is actually stopping before we do anything, and she's keeping the horse calm because there's a tractor going by.
you think you're good?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Hey, you got a good memory. Yeah, so we always select the key. Okay, and then we need okay. So who holds the stick? Okay, switch hands. Take some jaw. There you go. Okay, now you're set. Okay, so Nolan, can you bring little buddy through the little yeah, can you go around the cone through the little road there? Go over the pole and then stop at the end. So you can stop at the blue barrel. Okay? Where's the road? That's to go here. Look through the road and then stop at the barrel. You ready? And remember to look where you're going. Right here.
In between these poles.
You're gonna follow like a car.
Nolan, inside the road. So, yes, you're going to go inside the road. And little buddy is very patient and is waiting for the instructions.
Turn. Let's go, buddy. Awesome. Okay, so stay in the road. You're okay. And you're gonna walk over. Exactly. When you stop, okay. Ta-da! And is that a success?
He's given the thumbs up. I don't know if everybody can see that.
Good job. Good teamwork. Whoa. You want to try? You can go back and let's stop at the orange cone. Okay? Yeah. You can look at actually. So you do like a xylophone, not a xylophone, an accordion.
This is my sister's first time.
Okay, and then you hold the clap.
This is my sister's first time.
Okay,
It
you're
is.
gonna help her.
My sister really likes
go.
Oh, you're
Already
just
knows what she-
Okay, let's go to the code.
the concept of the road today is a little challenging.
Not working.
Rudder has more.
Good job.
Oh, she's going through.
Rudder has more.
She's going all the way through. So apparently we just need to like get with the program.
And one of my mom's brothers.
Good job, Nolan, Mom said.
One of my mom's brothers was a horses.
Oh, really?
That's cute.
But she's very nice. But she's funny. She does. She moves her face and she does.
Very much a natural, Libby.
Good job.
Good job, Libby, for the first time.
Awesome.
Very much a natural. You did a great job.
Good job, buddy.
What is that?
So if you can see, there's the golden glitter.
Yeah, it looks like it is.
And with the sun reflecting on it probably too, eh, Nolan?
Yeah, so basically
You have to
we
get
use horses because they are. So I didn't think I answered this question.
Yeah.
Give you a demonstration.
Yeah, so horses are very sentient. So they're very attuned to emotions and people's energy. So horses get to show me as a facilitator how my client is doing. So if I have a horse that's getting restless, that's getting frustrated, then I know that my client is getting frustrated. So they mirror their emotions.
They copy.
Yeah, they copy the person.
Good job, Nolan.
And then that's when I can either change. I usually change my obstacles. Maybe the obstacle's too challenging for my client, or we just try to change altogether of whatever we're doing. So they're very.
And
Horses
this
are
kind of weather, there's so
There are bees at this time of year.
I do not like
I know. Except for that they give us honey.
I know bees give us honey, but they stink. I do not like stings. So we got stink.
Yeah, I don't like stings either.
I never had not bother it.
Yeah, you don't bother them. So yeah, so horses, they're very in the present moment, so they help us remind us of that because as humans, we often like have a bunch of things in our minds. What are we eating for supper? When it's bedtime?
I'm gonna brush her.
We can, yeah.
Yeah. I want to brush all the horses.
Yeah, so they remind us to be in the present moment, which is what I have as much. That's the I think the most feedback I have is I feel so peaceful and in the moment when I come at the farm.
And with mindfulness, like that's something that we hear a lot, right? So like being mindful and the horse is reminding us that being in this moment allows us to be able to have that connection.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely. So yeah, horses are pretty magical and they're very honest with how we work with them. They'll tell us right away. And yeah, they're pretty. Are you gonna do a ponytail?
Yeah.
She's turning his mane into a unicorn mane.
So yeah, so I love doing my programs. I've always had good outcomes. Oh no, I'm feeling good.
Okay, so we're gonna head back over this way.
And then we can braid their mane.
I think their manes are already braided.
Not one, that one. Every braid has to be.
So so how many people do you have at a time, Mélyssa?
As clients right now,
Oh, and how many when you're doing a class or a program?
I can take up to 10 people at a time. So I always do groups of 2 or 3 with one horse. So then that group, having the horse as a team member, get to work together to achieve success through the obstacles. Yeah, and I can take, so a group of 10. If I have a corporate event or bigger groups, then I can just increase the number of horses. But usually I'd say 2 or 3 is like perfect.
Okay. So apparently, little Buddy is trying to escape, and I'm apparently in his way as he's trying to escape. So I was trying to move out of little Buddy's way, and the more that I kept moving, just so that everybody knows where I was going with the camera.
Boy or girl?
Little buddy's a boy. There you go.
So the dog is new.
Yes, the dog. We've had the dog for about a month now, and he's been really good actually. So he's very funny with the clients. He very likes to be in the
Mix, as you can see. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, there we go. I don't think little buddy's liking him behind him.
I don't think so, right? That's no fun. One more time.
Okay. Hold the. Don't and then not push this button or he's gonna run away or something.
He could. You're right.
So one thing that's important with
That was a fly,
The
Nolan.
only thing that I hate about this place is the fly.
So I always talk about the first session that I have clients here. I always go about safety, so how horses work, where their blind spots are, how we handle them correctly, how we regulate our emotions.
Are you okay,
around
Nolan? The dog's pushing him over. He's not very big, as you can see.
So yeah, we talk about regulating our emotions around horses, because that's the thing, right? If I have a horse that's scared, and then if I start being frustrated, then that doesn't help the situation. Yeah, it wouldn't be really helpful, eh?
Frustrated, it's gonna put you
Storm. So yeah, so we talk about that, and we have situations that it's happened, like that the horse has been upset at the dog or something like that, and then I think it was a very a good lesson for my clients, because they did have to regulate their emotions in that moment. Instead of dropping the lead and walking away, and then the horse being by themselves, and they really focused on themselves, stopped breathing, and then they got the horse back on track with the lesson.
Well, that's a beautiful way
It
of
was
being
really
able to
nice. Although it was like scary for my clients, it was a good lesson for them.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what happens with
Storm.
horses, right?
Where's Storm? Storm.
So tell him no, Nolan.
Nolan. Did you hear Mélyssa?
Tell him no.
Tell Storm no, so that he knows that you're not playing. Because he thinks you're trying to play with him.
There you go. Good job. Awesome. Is he good? I know, eh?
So if anybody wants to be able to get a hold of you, Mélyssa, how do they get a hold of you? I know that in the description where they're watching this from, your contact information is there, but like, did you want to share a little bit more about how?
Yeah, so I have my website that you can look and get more information. You are able to look online and purchase some services online. So the website is www.earthsideacres.com. You can also contact me through Messenger, through Facebook, through Instagram as well. And my phone number is also available at 705-948-0178.
So this is a great way of being able to, so for anybody who's in Ontario, because traveling up to Northern Ontario in the summertime is a great experience, but you also do programs in the wintertime as well.
Yeah, so I do them year round. Of course, in the winter, I really work with the weather. So if it's very cold and like the clients, I leave it to the clients. I'm open to doing my sessions. If the clients don't feel like coming out, then we reschedule and we reorganize our time.
So Libby is still walking little buddy, and she's actually doing an amazing job, and he's following her and doing all the things that she's asking him to do. So there. Good job, Libby. So Storm's really trying to get Nolan's attention, and Nolan is trying desperately to say stop. And so Storm's still a pup, and he's new to the farm, so he's still trying to figure everything out, and definitely looking for all the attention.
Very much like that.
So, okay, so if anybody has any questions, please reach out to Mélyssa. If you're local, you have open houses where they can come and do meet and greets. Do you want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, I can. So meet and greets happen once a month. So what I do is I invite the community to come in. I let them meet the horses. I talk about my services, why I do this, what comes out of it, what are my upcoming events, and then I get the clients to experience a session. So then at least not a session, sorry, an obstacle, so that they can see how it looks like. How do you feel through the obstacles, and how the team building works. Yeah, and it's all the proceeds. It's $10 for each participant, and all the proceeds is for the Pavilion Women's Center. So I, make a donation with the monetary money that I get for it. But yes.
And so for anybody who doesn't know what the Pavilion is our women's shelter that also does a number of different programs and services around domestic violence, but also sexual assault victims, and they do lots of family programs as well. So there's a number of different services that they offer. So thanks, Mélyssa, for doing this, and hope everybody enjoyed coming to meet out at the farm. And I will talk to you guys later. So I will see you guys on the next Chatting with Wisdom. Talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.